Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about why people break the rules and how you get them to stop. Now, the original title of this presentation was The Behavioral Theories Associated with Process and Policy Enforcement and How Change Management Frameworks Can Be Leveraged to Increase Compliance. But it wasn't really sexy enough. So my name's Kevin Fitzgerald, and I'll be talking with you today. A behavioral model that starts with organizational influence. We'll talk about the behavioral constructs associated with compliance, how people make choices, how people justify those choices when the choice is to not follow the rules. And then we're going to talk about how you get people to follow the rules and why different change management models work by leveraging the variables in that behavioral model. Our target today really is the volitional non-malicious. I did it on purpose, but I wasn't trying to cause any harm. They think that going around the rules helps them serve a higher purpose, such as increasing job performance. They're the person who put the yellow sticky on the monitor with the username and the password so the doctor could log in and out more quickly. So this is where we begin understanding in the late 1700s that we want to deter people from committing crimes, or we want to conversely encourage them to do the right thing, do what we ask them to do, else there might be consequences. High levels of organizational commitment are correlated with high levels of compliance intention. Perceptions of justice in the workplace directly affect organizational commitment, which, as I stated, directly affects compliance intention, the intention to follow the rules and policies, to do the procedures correctly. When I tell you that general deterrence theory, threatening somebody and saying, do this or else, and the or else is a combination of punishments as well as or else bad things will happen, and that people respond to that message with the protection motivation theory steps, you can take it as gospel and disrespects the law. But these researchers went out and they're interviewing all these juvenile delinquents, and they said, look, this kid just told me he would never steal from a church. And what they found was that it really isn't a group of people out there with these inverted moral codes that hate good and love bad. It was a group of people who had figured out ways to easily justify and neutralize. This is the model I've been showing you guys. We've talked about how an organization influences an individual, how organizational commitment affects their decision making, how perceptions of justice influence their decision making, how awareness in terms of what, how, and why is important, how people make a choice, and how they justify that choice. And I'm going to expand this model into a bigger version with the details and how to get them to stop. I'm going to be talking about four change management models and how they work within the context of this behavioral model, how they twist the levers on those variables.